just low. Count goes 2-1. Right-handed batter. Crouch stance. 2-1 pitch. Misses up. Count goes to 3-1.
It's that a rise ball high and inside.
Pitch on the way now. It was right down the middle for a strike.
Strike 3. 2 down, both strikeouts.
Bring up Moxley over at first. Right-handed batter looks in for her first pitch of the at-bat. Comes in low and inside. Makes her shuffle her feet. 1-0's the count. 1-0 pitch. Catches the bottom corner of the zone for a strike. Count evens up at 1. One pitch. Comes in. Missed 2-1.
Full struggle there on the fastball below the knees, just below the strike zone.
3-1's your count on this pitch. It comes in and goes.
She hummed that one through.
Yeah, count goes full at 3-2.
Number 16, Moxley, first baseman. Strikes her out. 3 in a row, and Moxley turns to look at the umpire. A little bit of a look there, but she walks back to the dugout, and we'll walk to our first break.
American Legion Post 168 in Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
All right, we are back here live, Catoctin High School. Taylor Smith fanned the first 3 batters she faced in the bottom of the first, and that'll bring the Cougars to the plate. Leading off, number 8.
Be the left fielder, West. As the first pitch bounces in front of the plate, 1-0's the count.
That's a number 9. That number runs together. I thought it was an 8 with the ponytail blocking out the lower half. On the mound pitching.
One-0 pitch misses. Count goes to
Rensburg.
2-0. Pitch swung on.
Shot foul.
Foul. Third base side.
A little bit of a change-up, had her out in front of that one.
2-1's the count now. Defense playing a shade to left from center over. Pitch on the way, swung on, lifted into right field. And that'll be picked out of the air cleanly to record the first out.
Straight at her, 2 steps back, backhand stab. Nice play by the right fielder for Middletown. Lowry.
First pitch misses low. 1-0 count. Pitch grounded softly over to second, and that's flipped over in time to record the out.
That's a slow roller on the dirt infield here. Easy play for the second baseman there for Middletown. Low, number 5. Matty Oler.
First pitch into the center fielder. Grabs a strike.
That was a beautiful changeup right in the fat zone right over the plate. Kind you, as a softball hitter, you want to jump on those. Drive it over the fence.
0-1 pitch on the way. This is low and in the dirt. Count evens up at 1.
Yeah, Rensburg's struggling a little bit with her fastball. They're all hopping in the dirt into the catcher's glove.
Pitch misses high.
Purposefully, she came in high with that fastball, so she's just not getting her control under. Yes. First inning is about warm-up.
Pitch catches the inside corner for a strike. Count evens up at 2.
Maddie quite capable of putting this ball deep. Let's see what she can do with this pitch.
2-2 pitch on the way.
Swing and a
on
miss.
and missed. Dropped into the dirt, but flipped over to
That's
first.
it. 3 up, 3 down. That ends the first inning. We move to the top of the second after this message from our sponsors.
Travel, and it's one of the oldest forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around the United States on Amtrak. Traveling by train is a lot less of a headache than taking a plane, and you'd be surprised how many places you can go on an Amtrak. And there's no passports or IDs needed. Find out how to get where you're going as soon as tomorrow by train. Call the Amtrak Travel Hotline right now. We'll book your trip and email your tickets within minutes. Skip the drive to the airport and skip the lines. Call right now to book your Amtrak reservations. We service most of the United States.
All aboard!
Do something new. Travel by Amtrak today.
800-328-4046. 800-328-4046. 800-328-4046. That's 800-328-4046.
Welcome back to Stockton High School. Top of the second here on a beautiful but breezy day in the mountains. Clear skies, big white puffy clouds. And the first pitch is on the way. Comes in for a strike. Catcher Anthony.
Fastball right at the knees from Smith.
0-1 pitch. Misses just a bit outside. Count evens up at 1.
Way off speed pitch there by Taylor.
1-1 pitch, swung on, elevated riser on that. Counts at 1-2. 1-2 pitch on the way. Comes right down
Got
the
her
middle.
looking.
Strikeout looking. Bring up the pitcher.
Coach Charlie Toms brings his Middletown team to Catoctin, a veteran softball coach.
First pitch is in for a strike there. A 1 count now.
Middletown boys up on the top of the hill there facing Catoctin in baseball as we speak.
0-1 pitch fouled sharply back over the first base dugout. Rolls up the hill. 0-2's the count. 0-2 pitch on the way. Rise ball comes up high. Misses.
Shin high.
Yeah. 1-2's your count. Pitch on the way.
Oh,
Swung
ho, ho.
on, way up out of the zone.
And she grabbed her mouth and started laughing because she knew she shouldn't have gone after that one. She's a bit embarrassed on that swing.
Two away here. At the top of the second.
So Smith has struck out 4 in a row.
That first pitch is bunted back over the backstop.
Got a good contingent here from the fans up on the top of the hill, right at the fence there under the scoreboard. All bundled up in their lawn chairs and blankies.
0-1 pitch on the way.
Of course, Walkersville and Catoctin, adjacent high schools, sharing a lot of the same geography. They play each other year after year well. It's good competition, good strong rivalry.
1-1 count now as that pitch misses high. Count goes to 2-1. 2-1 pitch.
Fouled off
up and
into
over
the baseball field,
field.
right field. When I was pulling in and parking my van, I got a hint of why I shouldn't park there again. There was a baseball laying right there on the ground. And that's the exact spot that I parked in last year when
2-2 pitch.
I lost my windshield.
Misses. Count goes to 3-2.
Swing and a miss.
That's 6 straight strikeouts. 2 looking, 4 swinging. We'll be right back
Yep.
at the bottom of the second here from Catoctin High School.
On this Good Friday, we reflect upon the sacrifice of our Lord. This is Matt Staver with Freedom's Call. Today, we remember the day Jesus allowed his body to be beaten and scourged. He willingly carried his cross down the road to Calvary. Jesus hung and died by crucifixion as the ultimate sacrifice for our sin. Yet because of his sacrifice, we look forward to the resurrection. The Gospel of Luke says, "And they found the stone rolled away from the tomb, but when they went in, they did not find the body of the Lord Jesus." This Sunday, we anticipate the glorious celebration of the day Jesus was raised from the dead. He was victorious over death, and because of this, we can live each day in ultimate freedom and with him in paradise.
Welcome back to Catoctin High School. It's the bottom of the second, and the first pitch of the half inning misses low. 1-0's the count now.
Cassidy Kreitz at the plate.
1-0 pitch hit sharply and into the gap, into left. That'll be a base hit from the leadoff position for the Cougars. Pitch of the at-bat's on the way. It's bunted, stays fair, throw over to first. In time to record the out, but the runner's safe over at second on the sacrifice.
Good play to move that runner around. Nice sacrifice bunt there. Moves Cassidy Kreitz, batting .400.
Runner on second now. Pitch comes in, catches the top of the zone for a strike.
Cassidy's 13th hit of the season. Number 10 at the plate. Roberts, freshman.
Pitch on
Chopper
the way.
back to the pitcher. She checks second.
Throws over in time for the out. Advances the base runner over to third.
So Lewis coming to the plate now. Batting .333.
2 away here, runner over on third. Pitch on the way, catches right at the knees for a strike, 0-1's the count.
Senior has 4 RBIs on the season, looking to make it 5 right here and put her team out in front.
On 1 pitch now. Swung on, chopped over to third, picked up, throw over to first.
In
time.
time.
That'll be a successful out and an unsuccessful bottom of the second for the Cougars. We'll be back with the top of the third after this break.
Thurmont Country Kitchen, conveniently located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. It's just like home, only they do the dishes. Ha! Family owned and operated since 1984, Thurmont Country Kitchen has something for everyone. Handicap accessible, we're your choice for small gatherings or parties, and we cater too. Thurmont Country Kitchen's owners, Sherry and Rob, recently received the You Make Thurmont Proud Award. And hey, speaking of awards, their roasted chicken is the best in Maryland, hands down. Thurmont Country Kitchen's menu is unbelievable with something for everyone. Check them out today. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio.
Welcome back. It's the top of the third here at Catoctin High School. Battle between Middletown and the Catoctin Cougars, and the first pitch of the half inning's on the way, and it comes in for a strike. 0-1's the count.
So far, the defense hasn't had a lot to do out there on the field, Jake. They
0-1 pitch catches inside.
Catoctin
second
pitcher
strike in the
Taylor
at-bat.
Smith has struck out 6 batters in a row.
Yes, she has. She's looking to do it again here with an 0-2 count in her favor. Pitch on the way,
it
swung
is.
on, rise ball,
Make it
elevated
7.
way above the head. Strikeout number 7 on the day.
Taylor Smith 1 strikeout away from the 100 mark level on the season.
Pitch into the left-handed batter. Squeezes past that bunt attempt. 0-1's the count.
That's 34 innings pitched, 99 strikeouts.
0-1 pitch swung on. High in the zone. 0-2 count now. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Misses outside. Count goes to 1-2.
Taylor Smith in her senior year here has committed to University of Virginia. Will play softball for them next season.
And it's a strikeout looking. As the pitch freezes her at the plate. Be the 8th strikeout of the game for the Cougars. Bring up the right fielder Lowry from Middletown. Big swing and a miss. Counts at 0-1. Another big swing and a miss. Count goes to 0-2. Defense playing straight up for the Cougars. The 0-2 pitch is on the way. Swung on and missed.
Off speed, high, really high, chin high, and she goes up after it to protect the plate, but she can't get under it, can't get a piece of it. And Taylor Smith records her 9th strikeout in this game. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors.
We're all busy with plenty of commitments. That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Thurmont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll love the 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tune you into shape. And when you're away from the Thurmont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness.
Welcome back to Wetumpka High School. It is the bottom of the 3rd here. Cougars are up to bat. You know, you're mentioning how you found a ball in your parking spot, and I believe that the real industry move is to pull the weather mats out of your car and then lay them across your windshield. Helps absorb the blow of the ball as it falls from the sky.
You know, I have those. I bought those for Christmas for my wife and my vehicle, and that's a great idea.
Yeah, I used to do it
They're
all the
great
time.
mats. Did you have them?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
First pitch in to the bottom of the 3rd is ball. Count goes to 1-0. Pitch on the way, swung on, hit into left field.
She
And
rounds
that
around
comes
for a
down.
double.
She's in with a stand-up double.
Number 20 on the double, Aubrey Courtney.
Shortstop for the Cougars.
That'll bring Maddie Ott to the plate.
Left
Maddie leading the team in batting with a .562 average.
Left-hander bunts now. She'll run over to first, throws over in time, but it'll advance the runner over to 3rd.
So she sacrifices the runner to 3rd. Textbook bunt down the first base line. And that brings in number 9, Braylon West, batting .423. Braylon has 13 RBIs on the season.
One away here, and that ball's cleanly hit to short. Throw into home is offline, and that'll play to run. And another Cougar over at first base.
So the fielder's choice on the batter. The attempt to catch the runner at the plate unsuccessful. The Cougars put one up on the scoreboard.
Everybody's safe on that. So the runners are safe at their harbors. Runners on first and second now, one away here in the bottom of the third.
That'll bring Maddie back to the plate. Maddie Oler grounded out in her last at bat. Maddie batting .391 on the season with 11 RBIs.
Pitch swung on, fouled back and into the fencing.
Just a
Behind
little
home
bit
plate.
underneath that one. If she connects on that one, it's gone. Fastball from Rensburg.
Pitch on the way, misses low, rolls back to the backstop. It picked up. Everybody holds, plus one base. So runners at second and third now for the Cougars. Pitch
There's
misses
another
high.
pass ball. Here comes the runner home. Safe. So Renberg struggling with control a little bit with runners on, and Coach Charlie's going to go out and have a chat with her to kind of calm his pitcher down a little bit. What do you think?
I think it's one of those, you got to be looking ground ball here and trying to get some action on the base pass because you got one away and you got runners on, so that would be my strategy. But no, it's definitely getting a little out of hand in terms of those high pitches making their way to the backstop.
Well, it's all about nerves when you have the runners in scoring position, and especially on third base like that. The pitcher, it's on the pitcher to throw a good pitch that the catcher can keep in front of them. So that additional pressure can sometimes work against the pitcher.
2 runs are scored here for the Cougars. That ball's
High,
popped
ooh.
right up. Should land in.
Bounces
or on
off the top of the Cougars' dugout. So Maddie stays alive. Watch this one.
2-2 pitch on the way. Swung
Shot,
on, bounced
foul.
off home and foul.
Maddie had to pull the trigger on that a bit because it was an off-speed pitch and it was low. So she just fought it off to live again.
Count held to 2-2. Runner on third for the Cougars. 2-2 pitch.
There it
swung
is.
On, belted into left, and that is caught and dropped at the wall in the throw in.
Maddie Oler knocks one across the plate, increases her RBIs to 12, and gets herself a double in the process. Her second one of the year.
Three runs are scored here as that one's chopped foul down the third baseline. Flipped over to third. And it's out of third.
All right.
So 2 away now here in the bottom of the third. 3 runs are scored. foul tip there. Count goes to 0-1.
Abby Shives batting .409 on the season. Her 26th at bat.
0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Throw over to first. Not in time. Runners back safely.
Just kind of slow getting back to that bag.
Oh, 2 count now. Swung on and missed. And that'll end the inning. Middletown figures out how to limit the damage. Only 3 runs. For the Cougars there in the bottom of the third. We'll be back with the top of the fourth here in a minute after this break.
Do you love going on a cruise, or have you always dreamt on going on the cruise vacation of your life? With dozens of cruise companies, who do you call to find the right vacation and deal for you? Now you can make one phone call and shop all the best deals on every single cruise line in the world. You can't get that by calling one cruise line. We have them all, with experts that know the ins and outs of every cruise ship and can tell you the best cruise for your vacation needs. Our cruise packages start at $149. Plus, we offer free internet, free guest packages, and cash back deals. So now is your chance to book the cruise of your lifetime. Call the cruise hotline right now and shop every single cruise line in the world. Here's the number. 800-514-9170. 800-514-9170. 800-514-9170. That's 800-514-9170.
Welcome back to the top of the fourth here at Catoctin High School. Came in just a bit after the first pitch of the inning. It's a swinging strike on that one. 0-1's the count. Follows it up with another 0-2. 9 strikeouts on the day for the Cougars. And the 0-2 pitch is on the way. That one misses high. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch is just a little bit of a blooper out in the center. And that'll put our runner aboard for Middletown. That's a leadoff single.
Just caught Maddie out cheating a little bit to her left, so she had to quickly turn to her right and try to backhand stab it. The ball inches off the webbing of her glove.
Pitch on the way, shows bunt, hits it right back to the pitcher. And it's a sac bunt as the runner advances over to second.
So both teams engaging in a little small ball here. Successfully sacrificing their batters into scoring position.
That is the first non-strikeout out of the ball game for the Cougars. Big swing and a miss, foul tip. Oh, 1 pitch on the way. Misses high. Count evens up at 1.
Yeah, Riseball got away from Taylor a bit.
One pitch at the knees for a strike.
Ooh, that was close. Looked a little low to me.
Watch that one come past. Counts at 1-2. One-two pitch. Swung on and missed. Out number 2 here in the top of the fourth, or the bottom of the top of the fourth.
More importantly, strikeout number 10 for Taylor.
First pitch of the bat misses outside. 1-0 count. Runner aboard, 2 away here. One-0 pitch comes in, swung on, fouled back, and over into the baseball field. Not very often you can say in life that something was fouled off into right center, unless you happen to have a baseball field directly behind another field. Pitch comes in, misses. 2-1 count. Big swing and a miss on that pitch. Count goes even at 2-2. Two-two pitch comes inside, grabs the outside edge, and that's
Taylor,
another strikeout looking.
Taylor moves to her 11th strikeout in this game, and that brings her average to almost 3 strikeouts an inning, just a shade under 2.75 strikeouts per inning. Very, very impressive for that young lady. Here, her count 103 on the season. We'll be right back.
At Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
Welcome back to Catoctin High School. It is the bottom of the 4th inning here. First pitch in to Roberts over at first. Misses low. 1-0's the count. Beautiful day. Wind's just about died down. Sun's taken up as that pitch is popped up into the air. Picked up cleanly by the second baseman. Well, that's 1 away here. One out, nobody on. Pitch comes in. Misses the high corner. 1-0 count now. Bring up Lewis. This will be her second at bat of the ball game. She's grounded out 5-3. Her last time up. Pitches in there for a strike. Two-one pitch on the way, swung on, chopped hard over short, picked up, throw to first is in time, and that's an out.
That was a great play by the first baseman who had to stretch and scoop. That ball was in the dirt, low and away, and she had to go after it to make the play, and it was what we call a snow cone. The top of the ball was sticking out of the top of the webbing.
3-0 in favor of the Cougars here as the first pitch of that at bat bounces in the dirt up into the chest plate. 1-0 count now. 2 away, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th. One swung on. Count evens up at 1.
Very tentative, lazy swing that time. Caught her guessing.
1-1 pitch now. Swung on, corked into center. Going back on it, and it drops at the base of the wall. And the Cougars have a batter aboard at second.
That was out of my view. What happened? Why'd she drop it?
It was just sun in her eyes. The wind's blowing in that direction. Just kind of pulled it off trail. That was all. Fell between her and the wall there. Left-handed batter steps in for the Cougars. Pitch on the way. Comes in for a strike. Counts 0-1. Two outs, runner over at second. 0-1 pitch. Misses high. Count evens up at 1.
Mattiot at the plate.
Last time up, she sacrificed herself with a bunt as the next pitch misses low. Pitch on the way. Catches the outside and low corner. Count evens up at 2. Defense playing just a couple of steps away from the fence. As that pitch is grounded to short, picked up, thrown over to first and in time, and that's out number 3.
Once again, another great play by that first baseman with an underhand scoop to get the out.
We will be right back after this break with the top of the 5th inning here from Catoctin High School.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price, Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of Walkersville High School athletics.
Welcome back to Catoctin High School. It's the top of the 5th inning here between Middletown and the Cougars as the infield finishes up their throw around. It's a 3-0 ball game in favor of the Cougars.
Taylor Smith pitching a shutout so far. 11 strikeouts over 5 innings.
Pitcher on pitcher battle here as the first pitch comes in for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch misses high. Count evens up at 1. One pitch swung on, skied up and out of play along the right field foul line. Last time up to bat for the Middletown pitcher. Resulted in a strikeout swinging. 1-2 pitch on the way. Comes
Whoa,
in.
delayed
Strikeout
called strike there. Umpire had to think about that one a bit.
Strikeout looking. Backwards K, if you will.
Oh,
First
that's a
pitch
beauty.
comes in.
Fastball thigh high, right in the groove.
strike there. Brings the count to 0-1.
Impressed with Taylor's velocity here today.
0-1 pitch. Bunted. Back to the pitcher. Throw over to first in time.
Good cover by the infield. Third base, first base coming in. Pitcher made the call. And the out.
That's 2 away here in the top of the 5th.
Infield in, looking for bunt.
Pitch on the way. Misses the inside edge. 1-0 count now.
Outfield. Shifted center left. Right
1-0
fielder
pitch.
playing down the line, medium depth.
1-0 becomes 2-0 as that pitch misses low. Right-handed batter digging in. 2-0 pitch comes. Catches the middle of the zone for a strike. Count goes to 2-1.
Almost like she was taken on that.
2-1 pitch. Swung on. Missed. Count evens up at 2-2.
Yeah, Middletown batters just not used to this velocity from Smith here. Way behind every pitch.
2-2 pitch. Misses just a touch high. Count goes full at 3-2. Full count. Swung on and missed. And that is the end of the top of the 5th here.
So far, the only production has been the 3 runs that Catoctin put across the plate in that little mini rally. Middletown unable to catch up and put anything. They've gotten 1 base hit, put 1 runner on, but they couldn't move across the plate. So we'll step aside and be right back.
Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
Welcome back. It's the bottom of the 5th here at Catoctin High School. Cougars come up to bat. Scores 3-0 in favor of the home team. Pitch on the way. Slowing inside. Caught just before it hits the dirt. 1-0 stands.
Braylon West. 28 bats on the season. Ooh.
1-0 pitch to the right-hander is swung on and hit into left field. Bounces between left and center.
Stand
Throw
up
in,
double.
hits the cutoff. And that'll go down as a double.
So the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 5th. Whacks a nice little double. Braylon West, top of the order for the Cougars.
That one swung on, popped up, back behind home plate.
That'll bring pitcher Taylor Smith to the plate. Taylor batting .429 on the season, leading the team with home runs with 3.
0-1 pitch on the way. This is low and in the dirt.
No outs, runner on second.
One pitch into the left-hander. Grabs the outside edge. Count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch on the way. Misses low. Count evens up at 2.
That was close. Surprised she let that one go. That had left field all over it.
Two pitch. This is high. Drops the batter to the dirt.
Little chin music there.
Count goes full. 3-2. Payoff pitch on the way. Misses high, and that walks the batter.
So Taylor down in the count, takes her the distance. Gets the base on balls. That'll bring Maddie Oler back to the plate for her third at bat.
She doubled her last time up in the third. No outs. Runners on first and second here for the Cougars. Pitch comes in, misses low. Quick pop by the catcher, holds runners at their bags.
Notice Rensburg gets a little nervous. She starts to struggle with control with runners on the base.
Yeah, there's that sense of pressure that comes with that. Pitch comes in, show bunt, throw over to third, just tips out of the glove. And everybody's safe, advancing a base. Runners now on second and third for the Cougars.
So they had to hit and run on. Maddie couldn't connect, but the runners advance.
1-1 count now. Runners on second and third, no outs.
There it
That one
is.
Swung and hit into left field. It's low, rolls to the wall. Throw comes in to the cutoff. And sliding into second with a 2 RBI double.
Maddie Oler having one of her best seasons of her career here in her senior year.
Quick little mound visit here.
Coach Tom's out there in the circle. He's going to leave his Rensburg in.
Looks like actually they're swapping.
Yes, they are. They're swapping. He just made the swap motion. So warming up number 16 at the plate. I'm sorry, in the circle.
It's Moxley.
Moxley started out at first base, and she'll just switch with Rensburg. Rensburg will move to first. It's a beautiful afternoon here. The wind seems to have died down a bit. Occasional breeze blowing through, but not as bad as it was earlier. Sun getting low over the Catoctons now. Shadows starting to creep up here. Grass looking nice and green after that 1.5 inches, 2 inches of rain we got Friday and Saturday. Coming into the last 3 weeks of the regular season for softball and baseball. A little bit of a break over the Easter break here coming up. I want to wish you all a wonderful, happy Easter. Please go get the family all together and dress the kids up and go to your local church for Easter. Wonderful time of year.
First pitch of the at-bat misses low. Count goes to 1-0. Runner on second, no outs. 2 runs plated here in the inning for the Cougars. 1-0 pitch. Misses low as well. Count goes to 2-0.
Cassidy kicking a little dirt. Takes a practice cut.
Count now. Pitch on the way. Misses low and inside. Count goes to 3-0. during warm-ups, it was looking like Moxley pitched heavy. There's just some people who their motion, it doesn't look fast, it doesn't look violent. Pitch doesn't seem like it's going all that quick, but then you hear it hit the glove with just a thud. 3-0 pitch on the way, swung on.
Oh, she ripped
hit
that one.
high into left field, and that is out of the park. That's a 2-run shot here for the Cougars. They've broken this inning open.
And she fought that off the inside of the bat and just muscled it over left center.
Score is now 7-0 in favor of Catoctin. Looks like we got a pinch hitter here for the Cougars.
Number 21, Tatiana Owens.
Right-handed batter.
Tatiana played second base last year for the Cougars. Takes a change up looking for a ball.
1-0 pitch on the way. Misses low. 2-0 is the count now. Well, the unfortunate silver lining of a home run is now the base path's clear, so you got nothing to worry about in that regard. 2-0 pitch on the way. Catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Owens tries to get out of that way, but catches the inside of the zone. For the strike, count evens up at 2.
Fastball moved a little on Tatiana.
2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back, up, and over the backstop. Count holds at 2-2. Two-two pitch on the way. Misses low. Count goes full at 3-2. One of my favorite parts of watching softball is always trying to decipher what the teams are chanting for their own batters.
Yeah, you don't have cheerleaders like in softball and baseball, so.
2-2 pitch, hit down the line. Count holds. No, it's why, you can't see it if you're listening at home, but we got headsets on, and I rock one ear uncovered solely so I can try to hear what's going on.
Catoctin, everybody in the dugout at the fence cheering on Tatiana Owens here.
Here comes the pitch, swung on. Fouled back up and over the backstop. Count holds.
7-pitch count now between Moxley and Owens.
Pitch on the way. Swung on.
Oh, that was a real slow changeup. Tatiana flinched and realized it was coming in slow, and she waited it out. Good at bat for Owens.
Pitch on the way. Foul tip back up and over the catcher. Count holds. Nice battle through of an at-bat here from Owens.
9 pitches in this at-bat.
Pitch on the way. Catches the inside edge for a strike, and she is down looking.
Now, the umpire walks down. I believe we have another substitution here, number 12, coming in to pinch hit.
Which I do not have on my roster.
Hammond.
Okay. Glad you've got it.
Hammond on the reserve list.
Looks like a freshman. batting .750 across her 8 plate appearances. Got 5 RBIs and a double.
Pretty good numbers for the freshman. Let's see if she can get on here. How many out?
Just one. So one away here, nobody on. Big swing and a miss from Hammond on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah, she's a little bit behind that fastball. Infield in.
Pitch on the
She
way.
looped that in. Right field, base hit. Hammond. Nice. She just fought that fastball off.
Opposite field, down the foul line, dropped about 3 feet fair.
That'll
Looked
bring Caitlin Stambaugh in to pinch hit now. Had 3 pinch hitters in a row. Owens, Hammond, and Stambaugh. Caitlin also in the pitching rotation for the Cougars. Pitched against Walkersville a couple weeks ago. Speaking of Walkersville, these Lady Cougars will face the Lady Lions next Wednesday at Walkersville.
One away, one on over at first base as that first pitch comes in for a strike.
Fastball at the knees. A roller to Stambaugh.
1-1's the count now.
Stambaugh with 6 plate appearances, batting .833.
1-1 pitch, swung on, popped way up in the air, coming in on in center. For the out, that's 2 away now here in the bottom of the 5th. 4 runs have scored.
Bring number 20 to the plate for the Lady Cougars, Aubrey Courtney.
Courtney had 2 doubles so far today. She was left stranded in the 4th, sandwiched in between a pair of 6-3 putouts. So that next pitch is pinballed off the top of the catcher's helmet and the top of the backstop. Foul. Pitch into the righty. Once again popped up.
Nice catch by the spectator. One hopped it from his lawn chair.
At the shoestrings. One-two pitch on the way. That one's also fouled off. Back behind the backstop. Count holds at 1-2.
The little fella here in the blue hoodie running around retrieving baseballs for everyone. A lot of fouls in this last couple of bats.
1-2 pitch, misses high, throw over to first. Not in time. Count evens up, 2-2.
Hammond on first.
Another foul up and over the backstop. Count still 2-2.
She's getting a good jump on the pitch at first base.
Two-two pitch on the way, swung on, popped up, foul behind, and into our de facto broadcast booth.
I made the catch.
You did. Nice little
Had to use my
worm
foot.
burner.
Had to use my foot, but
2-2 pitch on the way.
wow, another foul ball. Aubrey staying alive.
This is when I wish I had the ability to run a little pitch counter.
Yeah. I lost track of this one.
So if I had to guess, that was probably pitch 8 or 9 of this at bat.
Yeah.
2-2
with
pitch. That
There
one
it is.
swung on hard and foul.
Just foul, and she waited on that changeup and then ripped it down the line, but a little out in front of it.
Two-two pitch. Comes up high with that one. Checks her swing.
They're wanting to go down to first.
they're appealing.
Bat did not cross the plate. Thank you very much.
And for the first time in a few pitches, we have a change in our count. It is now full 3-2. Payoff pitch here. Swung on.
Oh, handcuffer.
Hit over to short. Picked up. Steps on second. And that's the out.
So the double play gets them out of the jam there with bases, runners on base. The Cougars move to the to the bottom of the 5th inning here.
We'll be back after this break with the top of the 6th from Catoctin High School.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
That's right, Dr. John Hageman right there. He'll be moving soon, so keep your eyes open. And just in a week or so, he's going to be moving back behind that little shopping center there at the Center of Life into the Center of Life Pilates building, just behind the parking lot there next to American Legion Post 168. So Dr. John and I had a chance to catch up. I was in there on Monday for my adjustment. I got my attitude adjusted. Snap, crackle, and pop.
You know, I ought to gotta go try one of those folks sometime because I just use a dining chair for my spinal adjustments.
Yep. He kept me going for quite a while now. I've been going to Dr. John for 15 years.
Pitch comes in, jams her up. Pitch misses high. Lefty batter for Middletown in the box. 7 runs for Catoctin, 0 for...
Ooh.
That was the first time I've gotten popped by a baseball in a long time.
That was coming right at us.
Yeah.
It just hit the backstop.
It's been a long time since I flinched.
An inch to the right, and we'd have had it. We'd have been spitting out yellow.
Big swing and a miss. And the leadoff batter is down on strikes. One away here in the top of the 6th inning. That pitch is swung on, hit into right field, back tracking, and with the grab for out number 2 for the Cougars.
You could see the wind messing with the outfielders on that one. She started in, and then she stopped and adjusted backwards and really had to drift and keep her eye on the ball because it was moving.
Two away here. We wrap back around to the top of the order for Middletown.
Abby Shives in right field.
Pitch on the way, misses outside. Big swing and a miss. 2 strikes now to the Middletown batter. One-two pitch. That one just jams her up, and it's right to the shortstop. And that'll put an end here to the top of the 6th inning. Bring up the Cougars, who are leading 7-0 here at Catoctin High School. We'll be back after a break.
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery tool sets, enjoy great deals on steel. Shop online or in store at your local steel dealer. Offer valid for limited time while they participating dealers while supplies
On
last.
the go, on the radio, on your mobile device. Listen to cool classic oldies and great high school sports at WTHUradio.com.
All right, Cougars coming to the plate here. Leadoff batter for Catoctin. Catoctin got some good bats at the plate, some good production out of their pinch hitters there in the last inning. Number 5, I believe, Mattiot at the plate to lead off here in the bottom of the 6th.
First pitch into odd is popped up in the infield, ranging over at third for the out.
And that'll take us around to top of the order, Braylon West. And
That
she
one's
rips a
corked
base
into
hit
center
right up the
field.
middle.
Nice piece of hitting there. Good solid
Jumped on that
contact.
change up.
Bring up the Cougars pitcher. Pitch on the way. Catches the outside edge for a strike. A 1 count. Moxley's back on the circle for Middletown as that pitch is popped up and dropped by the second baseman. Throw over is in time at second base. Throw came into the shortstop and she managed to hold on, get the lead runner out there. It's 2 away.
Yeah, Braylon hesitated just a bit too much in the base path, not realizing that ball was going to drop, not wanting to get caught off the base on the tag up. Kind of a tough choice for the runner. Maddie Oler at the plate having a great game.
First
She
pitch
continues.
in, popped up into left. I'll call it foul.
You heard that? The umpire says foul. Didn't even need to look.
Yeah,
all-
I always try to feign trying to look.
That's all the information we needed.
0-1's the count now. Pitch on the way. That one swung on. Popped up into right field. Caught cleanly, and that'll bring us to the top of the 7th when we come back after the break. Cougars up 7-0.
Cool Oldies 1450 THU is the leader in high school sports broadcast. Broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the 4-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from Southern PA to Brunswick, the Western Mountains of Maryland to the Eastern Shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is #1 in high school sports broadcasting.
All right, we're back here live. What could potentially be the last at-bat for the Middletown Lady Knights here, down by 7 runs. We're in the top of the 7th inning here at Catoctin High School. Cougars lead it.
So far, the pitching line for the Cougars got 1 hit, 14 strikeouts. So a pretty efficient day's work for the Cougars.
A 1-hitter. Of course, Taylor pitched a perfect game a couple weeks ago. Celebrated in the front page of the sports page, the local newspaper. Nice performance. Good write-up for
Bring up
Taylor.
Second baseman low for the Lady Knights. That pitch is popped up. Foul over the backstop. 0-1 count now. Right-handed batter steps back into the box. Pitch on the way from the circle. Foul tipped. Counts 0-2.
Infield starting to shade their eyes as that sun gets low right in their face. This is a tough field to play late in the day. As that sun goes down over the mountains.
0-2 pitch, misses low and away. 1-2's the count.
It's right in your face.
Now, the last time I was here with you, it was very gray and overcast, so wasn't a lot of sun.
Yeah.
That one catches her on the inside corner. That'll ring her up. Strikeout looking. 1 away. Bring up the pitcher, Moxley, for the Lady Knights. First pitch on the way. Comes inside for a strike. Almost the exact same pitch that rung her teammate up the at-bat before. 0-1 pitch, misses low. Count evens up at 1. One pitch, it's hard hit, and that'll make its way out of the infield into right field.
Yep, she fought it off. Good at bat.
That's a single for the Lady Knights. 1 away here in the top of the 7th. Score is 7-0 in favor of the Cougars.
Courtesy runner comes in, number 10. Going to run. For the Lady Knights.
That'll be Lugo, number 10. She's listed as a reserve. 1 away, pitch fouled up and into right field out in the baseball side of the campus here.
Catcher Anthony stepping in, batting right-handed with those pink gloves on.
Pitch misses high, count evens up in 1. One pitch here. Misses inside. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way. That one swung on. Popped up and snagged by third base.
Ooh, nice rifle throw back to first. Trying to catch her off the bag, and she has to dive back safe.
It's two-way here in the top of the 7th. Runner on first. Scores 7-0 in favor of the Cougars. Pitch on the way. Swung on, fouled up, and into the spectators behind. Oh, 1 pitch. Just misses that low and away corner. Count evens up at 1. One pitch comes in for a strike. Throw to first, not in time. One, 2 count now. Lady Knights down to their last out. One, 2 pitch on the way. And that misses low for ball. Count evens up at 2. Two pitch. Oof, just misses inside.
Taylor
goes
wanted that
full.
one. You could tell she's had that look of, thought I had it there.
Everybody was waiting on bated breath there
Yeah.
for about 1.5 seconds. As the 3-2 pitch is fouled back into the plate umpire's mask. Up over the backstop. Count will hold full.
That hill is an automatic ball return machine, huh?
It is. Pitch on the way.
There it
That'll
is.
ring her
Got her
up
looking. 13 Ks on the day for Taylor Smith in the circle.
I've got 16 strikeouts.
16.
16
How'd I
strikeouts,
miss
2
3?
hits.
Wow. Impressive. Very impressive.
The final score of today's ball game is 7 runs for the Catoctin Cougars and 0 runs for the Middletown Lady Knights.
So what do you think? Who's your player of the game?
I think it's pretty obvious.
Okay.
The one with 16 strikeouts.
The one with 16 strikeouts?
Yeah, that would be my player of the
A
game.
2-hitter? Is that what I said, 2-hitter?
Yeah. Although the honorable mention would have to go to Kreitz with that 2-run shot.
That 2-run home
really-
run shot. Yeah, Cassidy did blast that one.
Yeah, kind of blew that door wide open there.
That was a backbreaker for them. But Cougars with good solid run production here against a formidable foe in Middletown Knights. Middletown leading the Gambrel division in the CMC. Catoctin at the top of the Antietam division. These two teams could very well see each other soon. So this was a great tune-up, a really good, solid performance by the Cougars as they head into the Easter break. They'll be back next Wednesday to face Walkersville at Walkersville. We'll bring in that game live.
Awesome. Well, I will probably see you on Wednesday.
Yeah.
For that
Great.
one. But thank you for joining us today. It's been a wonderful, beautiful day for softball here at Catoctin High School.
Congratulations, Catoctin wins it 7-0 here in the top of the 7th. We'll see you next Wednesday. Have a wonderful Easter and enjoy it with time with your family.
Don't worry, if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.